Today we play Shuckle. Shuckle has been considered one of the worst EX cards of this expansion, yet a lot of you have requested a Shuckle deck. For 1 energy, its attack has you flip 3 coins and deals 20 damage for each heads. This attack is weak and unreliable, but also kind of irrelevant for the most part. Shuckle is basically an EX version of Kangaskhan, or a budget Executor EX at home, but Shuckle actually has a major advantage over these two, its low retreat cost of 1. This, paired with its ability Solid Shell, which reduces attack damage by 20, and cards like Shaman, Erika and Leafcape, makes Shuckle a pretty decent stalling option in the early game to buy yourself some turns to do whatever else you need, while being able to retreat it later at any time. To more consistently ensure I can start with Shuckle in the active spot, I wanted to try pairing it with a fossil, and the non-EX Aerodactyl has just gotten a huge buff with the release of Will. Aerodactyl's attack flips a coin to return the opponent's Pokemon to their deck, which can be hugely disruptive if that Pokemon already has a lot of energy, Pokemon tools, or if it used rare candy to evolve. But since both Shuckle and Aerodactyl are just stalling with basically no damage, I decided to put all excess energy into Celebi EX. In today's deck, we stall, we power up, and then we flip some coins. In complete transparency, this is far from being Shuckle's best deck, and I do not recommend it for ranked. You should be able to build a better Shuckle deck by either pairing it with Leafeon, Alolan Executor, or the Decidueye. However, I had so much fun playing it that this might just be my favorite deck of this season so far. Stall and cheap with Shuckle, send anything that Celebi can't handle back into their deck. Then, send in Celebi to finish off what's left, or send their last Pokemon packing with Aerodactyl. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, and consider subscribing for more fun off-meta decks. I also take deck requests. Is there any card you want to see played in Master Ball rank? Let me know in the comments and I'll build a deck around it. With that said, check this deck out in action and enjoy the games. And today's games are a doozy. Okay, against Charizard, my main hope should be the Aerodactyl. And this is already all of the basics. Is there anything that survives Aerodactyl with a Leaf Cape? So Aerodactyl would still deal 150 to this. So no. And 100 and 170 to Celebi, so also no. So I'm still just gonna play the Leaf Cape anyway. Right, at this point, I'm not even sure if I should put energy on Shuckle, because I might top deck the X speed. I think so. I mean, there's a small chance I could... I would also need the Will anyway. I'm also going to evolve this right away. Not really much of a point in keeping it in hand. Okay, 40 damage is pretty good here. Only really need to top deck a Wheel here. They have a lot of cards, so good chance of Charizard. So Charizard incoming. At this point, I could also consider sacrificing the Shaman. Right, not really much point in losing 2 points already. Let's see. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I mean, I lose Shaman, but I would still lose. I'd still need to power up the Aerodactyl. But yeah, just gonna go with this, I guess. Because it evolved with rare candy, if I manage to put it back in the deck, it could actually be pretty huge. Oh, they might have a... Yeah, Flareon. They do have Flareon, but it needs 2 more energy. Right, it deals 110. There could be a case for a Giant Cape instead of Leaf Capes. Maybe a wheel here. Beautiful. Is there any point in a Shuckle? I don't think so. Let's just return this to the deck. So that's 1 less rare candy and Giant Cape. Okay, so do they put the energy on Flareon or find a friend? Okay, they do this. In this case, I don't even necessarily want to attack with Primal Wing Beat. Just because it would allow them to come in with Flareon right away. Right, so I think I will prefer this. Also don't need to play the other Shuckle. Potentially the second Aerodactyl could be better. Okay, and they still don't retreat this Sylveon. I wonder if they have X-Speed or Leaf. I don't really think that deck runs those. So I can just kind of do this. Right, I guess I can threaten... Like if I go for Celebi... Yeah, I'll just X-Speed. I'll threaten to take these out with Celebi in the next turn. I'll not like this, I don't. Unless I got 3 heads next turn. But this should be kind of fine. Do they retreat this right away? They do. So if I get another wheel, I can actually deny the Charizards completely. Because they will lose the second rare candy. Sorry, this is too funny. So, okay. No more Charizards this match. Okay, but sure, like now Flareon does come in and threatens to deal a lot of damage. They will pretty much have to sweep with Flareon completely. So this is a lot of pressure on Celebi to be able to handle this Flareon single-handedly. Now I can play the second Shuckle and try to deal good damage here. 1. Just 1, so pretty rough. And I do take 130 now. $150. A lot of damage. I need 2 heads out of these 4 coin flips. And I need to use Erica because of the Charmander. Just 2 heads. Please. 1. Ah! That was so close. Okay. So, Charizard's down. Flareon down. I doubt they have another Flareon. Maybe they have a Charmeleon, I suppose. If they have the Charmeleon, I am still cooked. Okay, that shouldn't... that could actually be kind of good. Would they have Cyrus? But I would still... I wouldn't risk going for Shuckle, right? Kind of just do this. Especially now with the Erika top deck. Just need 2 out of 5. Oh no. What is this? It's Charmeleon. Wait, Charmeleon deals 40, I think. The one that needs 2 energy. Unbelievable. Okay. Pokeball. Double Ember. With a wheel and the next speed. But this is likely the Giratina Greninja. I could go immediately for Aerodactyl. But they will have other basics, so then I can't really do that much else with Aerodactyl. And returning the Eevee is not really ideal. Maybe this could help. Okay, second research is actually pretty good. Let's go with research first and see where I put this. Just gonna go with this then. Maybe I could take out this Eevee in 2 turns. 40 damage here. Or they might just have the Sylveon here, which is pretty likely. They do. At this point, I kind of really just want the Celebi. And the Leaf Cape, I suppose. Okay, they go for the Giant Cape there. And a Pokeball, 50 chance of Celebi. But no, I don't get it. So I'm just gonna go with this. Continue to deal some chip. But yeah, against their deck, this is definitely not ideal. Especially with a Greninja already as well. Maybe I should have used Mars. But yeah, I felt like I didn't have that many options. Not too worried about this ping. They should put the energy on Greninja and yeah, Broken Space Bellow again. At his rate, I'm kind of tempted to play the second Old Emmer and put 1 energy on it. I don't think second Shuckle will be good. So I kind of just do this. $40 damage again. I didn't get bad rolls with Shuckle, but they did set up much faster than I could handle. And yeah, Yeah, I didn't get the Leaf Cape, which also doesn't really help. Both Leaf Capes and Celebi in the bottom. And okay. In this case, I'm gonna go for Aerodactyl. And Leaf Cape. Protecting against the Greninja now. I don't really need to discard the old Ember just yet. Kinda just gonna do this. Remove their main attacker right now. But yeah, not getting the Celebi is rough at the same time. Maybe it helped because they couldn't be able to Cyrus and attack it with Greninja and such. I could return both Greninjas though. That could allow me to nullify the Greninjas completely. So I think I'm gonna go for Wheel again. Which kind of guarantees that they can't... let's see, but they can move in with a second Sylveon. What did they go for here? Okay. Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna just go for this. We don't necessarily need to spend the X speed here. Right, I'm not desperate for energy anywhere else unless I had the Celebi already. So I can just pay the retreat cost and use Will again. But yeah, I'm still going to have to deal with the Giratina here. I could try to risk another 50-50 with Aerodactyl. I think there's a good chance they would use Cyrus again to get 2 points. So that's exactly what they do. And attack means no Giratina. Don't really have any other options. They get themselves 2 points. I'm pretty much forced to use Leaf Cape on the Shaman. Oh no, they already used both Cyrus. I don't need to after all. I think I'm gonna go with Mars now. Maybe I could have waited one more turn or something, be a little bit greedier. Just gonna go with this. I don't think Leaf Cape matters on anything right now. So this Sylveon gets returned as well. What do they come in with now? So a Froakie. But yeah, pretty sad. My Celebi nowhere to be seen. Should have been ramping it the whole time. Still no Celebi. Do I pay for the retreat cost? Yeah, might as well. So 2 coin flips. They kind of need to retreat this Froakie. Not necessarily. They can still evolve another Greninja. Unfortunately, no more Cyrus, but even then, it's a bit messed up. Can't really go with the Aerodactyl anymore. Now Giratina deals 110. So I need to use Leaf Cape. And Erica. No, actually just Leaf Cape is enough. Right? What other supporters do I have? Not really anything else that I need to use. And I don't want to evolve the Aerodactyl because of Celebi, which is my very last card. That really sucks. So yeah, being forced to use the Leaf Cape here really sucks. 110, 30. I'd go down to 10 HP. Not ideal. In case I need to deal 30 damage or something, I can use Shaman, but that's not gonna happen. So 60 damage now. And now they just come in with Giratina. My only option is try to return it. Right, that's pretty sad. Okay, so... Oh, they attack with Greninja. So, if I use Erica, I go up to 140. That's not enough for... And I would actually pretty much... That's actually potentially good. Finally, Celebi comes in. This match is crazy. So, okay, one heads. Thank God, right? If this was 3 tails, I'd be super salty. Okay, I got my first point here. Now we can finally start ramping Celebi. After 19 cards drawn. Okay, so sacrificial Froakie or something. But that doesn't really do anything. They should have come in with the Giratina right away. That doesn't do anything either. I mean, I guess I did save the X speed, so I can still continue ramping the Celebi. Potentially, I'm not sure what they're trying to do here. I don't take any damage. So I can just use Shaman and start ramping. Right, I guess I could have attacked with Shuckle. Kind of forgot for a second that I didn't have any energy on it. But this is good too. But yeah, right now, unfortunately, I was forced to use the Leaf Cape on Shuckle, and now my Celebi dies in one hit to Giratina. So the odds of getting 3 heads with Celebi are much lower than just a 50-50 on Aerodactyl. So I should probably just go with the Aerodactyl if they switch now, but they seem to be kind of misplaying here. Not sure what they're trying to do. The more they wait, the more heads I will get on Celebi. Okay. What are they doing? After these many turns? Are they throwing? It's actually turn 26 already. So we are gonna draw at this rate. Should I have been attacking with this? Come on, 0 heads. I guess we're gonna go for a draw. Could have had a chance to win if I powered up the Froakie, but who knew they would not come in with Giratina? Because it's super weird. Like, I've already used 2 wheels. They're definitely afraid of Aerodactyl. But that's it, I suppose. What a weird match. I don't know how I even managed to tie this with the Celebi in the bottom of the deck. Like Aerodactyl. That was insane. Okay, Guzzlord. Let's see. This could be a pretty fun match. Research first. Old Amber, Aerodactyl. I'm gonna use the Leaf Cape right away because of red. Red card, I mean. And not like I have better targets. Right, I usually do 1 Leaf Cape for a Shuckle and 1 Leaf Cape for Celebi. That's about it. This red card is actually annoying because I already had the second research. But they don't have a board at all. So I can kind of comfortably do whatever I want. Not that I can do much yet. So I'll just put some energy here. I can already wish for Celebi here. And Aerodactyl. If I could return a Guzzlord with 4 energy back to their deck, that would be really juicy. Shuckle is pretty vulnerable to the poison. Okay, 50-50 on Celebi. And there it is. Can already start ramping it up. Yeah, let's just go for it. Keep on flipping with Shuckle. This is how I kind of like to use Shuckle, is when its attack doesn't really matter. You just throw it to the active spot in turn 1, if possible. I just put 1 energy on it. It's pretty low investment. It tanks quite a few hits. It just starts rolling coins, and yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. So Nihiligos are weak to fighting, but I think Guzzlord is weak to grass. I could go with Celebi right away here. Right? Especially with the X speed. No, I'd probably spend the energy of Shuckle. I could go with Celebi and Will. So just to try 50-50 on taking these out. No, actually, I'm gonna keep Shuckle, even though it's poisoned. Poison deals a lot of damage to it. I'm gonna keep Shuckle because I only really need to deal 20 and then Celebi takes it out. Right, and I can survive this. How much damage? Like 30, 60, 70 damage from Nihiligos. That's okay. 60 damage is also more than I was expecting. That's alright. I could also use Eric next turn if needed. Well, I'm not crazy about switching to Celebi and poisoning Celebi. But now I guess I have to. Because the poison went back to the deck there. Went back to the bench. So I can just switch it out. Heal Shuckle. Do I need the X speed? Not necessarily. I value X speed more on Celebi so that I can conserve the energy on it as much as possible. But not like I have much to do with Celebi. Do I use the Erica? I also don't really mind not using Erica. Let's see. 2 heads would have been great, but one we'll have to do. Yeah, I don't mind too much not rolling the 2 heads there. So I think there's an argument to just put 1 energy on Aerodactyl here, just to prepare it for later at any time. But against the full health Nihilego. Okay, so this is still not quite enough to take out Shuckle. Right, now I can use the Erica on it. Okay, thin out the second Shuckle out of the deck. Fragrant Flower Garden. I'll use the Erica on it just to avoid the second Cyrus. And now I'll X-speed into the Celebi and try to get 2 heads out of these 4 coin flips. One, unlucky, but I might still be alright. Let's see, I'm surprised they didn't save a bench slot for Guzzlord. Yeah, so now they do come in with Naganadel. That's maybe more damage than I am willing to take on my Celebi. So this is why I was reluctant to use Erica on Shuckle, because I kind of wanted to use Erica on Celebi. Oh. Doesn't Shuckle survive it? So yeah, it's only 30. Yeah, this seems like a mistake. Celebi is the one you want to take out. Shuckle helps me tank here 20 damage, and then I only take 30 from poison, which means I can just retreat it now. So hopefully... Do I will? I think I will use will. Like I'm kind of... Everything else is so low that it kind of gets knocked out easily anyway. And I really kind of just wanted to guarantee his hit here was pretty important to me. And I can still save the second wheel for the Guzzlord. But yeah, now I'm actually kind of tight on energy. I've already had to use 2 energy retreating. Like, surely they have Guzzlord in this deck, right? Do they have Will as well? Okay, they don't, but they got the coin. The heads there. So I have to go with Shuckle now. Right, I can play the second Shuckle, which can actually be good. And I think there's no better way to play the second Erica than now. Just need 1 heads here. Well, even if I rolled all tails, I wouldn't lose right away. And even if they got the second heads on Celesteela. So 20 damage, all I needed. Now, like, yeah, what are they gonna do? I can finally put 1 energy on Aerodactyl. But this is looking kind of awful for them. Oh. Finally. Another basic. There it is. Took him long enough. Bit late to the party. Do they have the Lusamine already? They do. And with 4 discarded energy, they grind core right away. Please don't roll heads. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, because now I can't even put the energy. But I survived, right? This is only 100 damage. I survived, but it's really, really problematic that I don't have the XP anymore or the energy there. So it's actually kinda awful, because now I won't have the energy for Aerodactyl. So that grindcore hitting heads was absolutely devastating. I can only really do this. I can roll some more coins next turn with the second Shuckle, but it's not good. To return the wheel, but I already have pretty much my whole deck drawn. And that's pretty much devastating. They've already used one Cyrus. Just in case the card they've been holding on to is the second Cyrus, I'm gonna do this. Doesn't matter too much. Now the only thing that survives another hit is this. And unless I get what, 5 flips in these next couple of turns. 5? No, actually 4. So if I roll 2 heads again, I could actually win this. Maybe they would retreat, but no. And yeah, Will can actually help me get the second heads. Let's see. Shuckle with Will for the win. Incredible. Oh man, I got kind of lucky that they didn't get Guzzlord early enough, but also kind of unlucky that I wasn't really able to prepare the Aerodactyl. Okay, I'm going first. Shaman start's not ideal. If I can get the next speed, that would be pretty amazing. But no, can't really count on it right now. Let's just play all of these. I can even go with the Leaf Cape on Celebi. It does enable a Guzma, but maybe they don't have Guzma. Let's see. It's interesting because last season, like, less people were playing Guzma compared to 2 seasons ago. But now with the Steel Apron and the Dark Talisman, I think is its name. I think more people should be playing Guzma probably, although those tools are only specific to 2 types. But I haven't really seen much of an increase in Guzmas from last season to this one. So, not really sure. Unfortunately, no X speed, so again, this is really awful start against Silvally of all things. Can only really do this. Even if I get the wheel for Aerodactyl, Not really ideal against something like Silvally, which can be fished out with the Gladions. So Erika is enough to tank one more hit. Unless they have another Giovanni. So I'm gonna risk with energy on Shuckle. 60 damage. It's pretty good. Let's see. So not the Giovanni. They have the second Silvally in hand, which they're holding for the second Gladion. I'll just heal up here. Ramp the Celebi. I'm not really going to go with Will because I'll need 2 more heads. Okay, that was actually kind of close. But I'm fine now. They take out this Shuckle. I'll go with Mars. And I'll hope for a 75% chance for Celebi to knock it out. It's a problem if they have Sabrina. No, it's not because I have a Shuckle. Second Shuckle. Let's just go with this. I could go with Will, just guarantee the knockout, but I don't think that makes sense because I have the 75% chance. Yeah, I did want to go with Mars. Let's see, they don't have any research though. Ah, come on, lost the 75%. That is really bad. Hopefully they won't have supporters that they can use here. But with just my luck, they might have top decked the research. Then, luckily they don't have the fossil yet. Okay, so no supporter. Honestly, I think I'll just risk the 75% chance again and prepare Aerodactyl here. Come on, losing 2 75% chances in a row is really ungrateful. Oh, that's really bad actually. So they do deal 100 now, but they still don't have supporters. I think I have to go for Shuckle now. And this is really bad. If I go with Shuckle, I do lose to Sabrina again. Doesn't really matter. I'll just use the X speed here. Okay, there we go. This is one of the issues with this deck, is that there's so many coin flips that it's pretty unreliable and inconsistent all around. But it's still fun. Like right now, just have to take down this Silvally. And with Will, I would have the guaranteed victory. They'll need to play another basic here. Pretty lame that I would lose like this after missing those 2 75% chances. Like, sure, I could have put another energy on Celebi. Could have been good enough to not only knock it out. Yeah, but then I would have needed like 3 heads to knock out the second Silvally. So 3 basics. pretty good, other than one of my Pokeballs is wasted. That's a small price to pay. And against the baby, okay, Shuckle has a chance of just deleting this baby. If I had a wheel, I would even use it right now. Well, they might get another... Okay. So they can attack with Silvally. And then Darkrai. Okay. I could go with Will to try to guarantee the knockouts. But I feel like it's a bit risky. Don't really want to. The Leaf Cape. I'm gonna use the Leaf Cape on the Shuckle. I'm gonna try to tank some proper hits. 1 heads, 2 heads, amazing. Okay, so baby deleted. Now I should be able to tank 2 hits from Silvally. Well, no, I would need Derica. With Derica, I'd be much more comfortable. Well, I could still just switch to the second Shuckle. Okay, they get rid of my research, which sucks. I could again sacrifice this wheel, this Shuckle, and then use the Celebi to 50-50 the Silvally while the Darkrai is not ready. Or I could just switch to a Shuckle. You know what, I think I kind of prefer this. Try to let them run out of steam in terms of supporters while I heal up. And if I get like 3 heads, then Celebi is pretty much guaranteed to knock this out. I mean, 3 heads over the next couple of turns. That's 1 already. But there's a good chance they will have the Cyrus too sooner or later. Okay. In this case, I'm gonna go for Celebi. It's not good because I will lose 1 energy. Like, losing energy is really bad here. I will try to heal up Celebi. Just retreat back to Shuckle and try to continue wearing this down. 2 heads, pretty good. Shaman doing some great work. And have they run out of supporters? No. But I think this might be their last one. X-Speed. Finally, X-Speed could actually be really amazing. Not right now. I mean, it would have been amazing last turn. And I can't really afford to sacrifice this Shuckle. So the question is, do I go for the second Shuckle or do I... do I attack with the second Shuckle? think so. And I'm not going to use this XP just yet. Just going to try to two-shot this. Oh, one-shot it, even better. Two-shotting the Silvally would have been fine, even if I had to sacrifice the Shuckle next turn. And then I could start powering up the Celebi. Hopefully draw an Erica. Right. So that's only 60 damage now. Okay. And with the Shaman, I get out of range of Nightmare Aura. And even just one heads. Actually, if I... It feels exactly 80. So I don't think using Erica on Shuckle is good. Right? I would rather use the Erica on the Celebi right here. To get around the Cyrus. And I'm just gonna do this. And yeah, threaten super effective damage. That's 40, which is good enough for Celebi to only need to hit twice. I still kind of lose to Sabrina, but okay, Mars is pretty disruptive. And I need two heads. Nothing else is ready to attack from what they have. They only used one Gladiant, so second Gladiant doesn't do anything. And knowing they don't have any cards in hand also is nice. It's up to Celebi. Celebi has like 2 turns to do stuff. My own Mars doesn't do anything either. Please just one heads at least for now. And then with Wheel. Okay, 70 damage. That's, you know, have 2 wheels. Still have the Aerodactyl and such. Research means no other supporters. And they kind of need to retreat here. Not kind of, they probably should. Right, but what do they retreat into? And it's really bad. Wheel is guaranteed victory. Even without the wheel. Can kinda potentially survive if they don't have Sabrina or Cyrus. In which case Mars would be better. But I mean, maybe I'm overthinking. It's no, like 88% chance of winning right here. One heads, there you go. This is kind of clutch, but GG. That's revenge for the other Darkrai Silvally match.